So, good evening, students. Welcome you back to this session of Business English class. As I have detailed you all along with the documents that I shared, I wanted to first get this identity and confirmation from your side. Have you gone through the shared documents? And if yes, what are your doubts? In case if you have any doubts, can you quickly type it in the chat box so that it becomes easy for me to read and then clear it? So before we start, I start explaining, and before we start having a healthy communication between us, I want to know whether you have gone through the shared documents or not. Quickly in the chat box, I am seeing very few of you interacting with me. If you have gone through the documents that I shared related to group discussion as well as negotiation, please do write like read, READ, read. Maneuver means taking pain and taking care. Always remember whenever you are doing anything which requires lots of effort, lots of your hardship, that is called as maneuver. Ananta, please remember whenever we are going to talk about the topics will be of two kinds when we discuss about the group discussion. One is which is likely to happen in the society, and a kind of topic which is fictitious, where you imagine, that is called as abstract. For example, India in the year 2050. Now, when this topic comes, based on our assumptions, what are we going to do? We are going to identify how India is in the present status, and probably in 2050, that is after 29 years, what its economy would be, like the total number of population that is going to live in India, the kind of education that we provide, the kind of facilities that we would be having at that time, and then how we are going to develop in our economy. So therefore, please understand, whenever a topic is given during the group discussion, it could be of two different genres. It could be something which is related to the one which is happening in and around, could be related to the current affairs, could be related to the things that you are facing, or it could be abstract. So I hope, Ananta, I cleared your doubt related to handling abstract topic, right? So did everyone come to know what is the difference between group discussion and the other ways of speaking, particularly in a team? So may I request Preeti Kumari if she can unmute her speaker and if she can let us know what is the difference between group discussion and a teamwork or a team or a group, in her words, in her own words. You can use even Hindi. I don't mind if you can explain me in Hindi. Another funnel approach is, have you seen anyone wherein from a big barrel they fill these small bottles by using the funnel? फनल उसे कहा जाता है जिसे टिपी कहा जाता है हिंदी में, जहां पर पानी डालने के लिए ऊपर में चौड़ा और नीचे में बहुत ही संकुचित, बहुत ही छोटा सा स्थान रह जाता है। फनल अप्रोच का मतलब होता है ऊपर में वाइडर थॉट और नीचे आते आते संकीर्ण हो जाना। दैट इज कॉल्ड एज फनल अप्रोच. Mannerism and etiquette, they both are different here. Mannerism is like, if we are born as a human being, we all will have to behave like a human. I am a teacher. Why do you call me as a teacher? Because I teach. The one who practices law, you call that particular person as a lawyer. Why? Because he or she is practicing law. Similarly, a person who behaves like man, that is called as manner, and the one who follows this legacy of behaving like a human being, that is called as mannerism. Now, etiquette is exactly the way that is expected from you to behave. For example, whenever the teacher enters into your class, you have the basic etiquette of standing and wishing your teacher good morning, isn't it? So I believe you now know what is the difference between mannerism and etiquette. There are so many elders with whom you are going to move around in the society. But do you keep saying good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night to everyone? Tanya, probably your answer would be no, because only to those with whom you have good relationship, understanding, you may say hi, hello to them, isn't it? That is what mannerism is. But the moment you see, even in a huge crowd, your teacher, suddenly when you grab the attention of your teacher, you will immediately rush to him or her and say good morning or good evening. That is because of the etiquette. All right, etiquette is the expected behavior of a human being in certain situation, in certain circumstances. कहने का मतलब एक दिए हुए परिस्थिति के अनुसार जब हम अपने बिहेवियर में सामान्य तौर से बदल कर, जो सामान्य तौर पर हमारा बिहेवियर होता है वो मैनरिज्म वाला, लेकिन आपको जैसे बताया जाता है उस तरह से अगर आप बिहेव करना शुरू करते हैं तो उसे एटिकेट कहा गया है. ऑलराइट, सो यस प्रीति, कैन आई हियर इट फ्रॉम यू डियर? व्हाट अकॉर्डिंग टू यू?
Yes, good evening, ma'am.
वेरी गुड इवनिंग डियर.
Ma'am, as according to me, group discussion is a thing in which the people work together to work together or discusses on a common topic, and teamwork is when more than two people work together towards a common goal, and this is called team. And when the people without any goal or purpose they work, this is called group. Ma'am, I'm not audible. Or what? Hello?
Rightly stated, Preeti. Very true. I agree to what you are stated. There is a massive difference between group discussion and team, and truly pointed out by you, objective varies. How objective varies? In a group discussion, every individual will think from his or her individual's perspective. लेकिन टीम में क्या होता है, सभी के सभी लोग एक साथ मिलकर सिंगल ऑब्जेक्टिव को अचीव करने के बारे में सोचते हैं. Any other point, Preeti, that you would like to reiterate?
Ma'am, in it may be like in group discussion, every people has some different point of views, but in a teamwork, there should be a common point of view in every people or everyone.
करेक्ट. ग्रुप डिस्कशन में सबके ओपिनियंस बदल सकते हैं, वेरी कर सकते हैं, और आप किसी को फोर्स नहीं कर सकते कि मेरा जो ओपिनियन है उसे आपको भी फॉलो करना होगा. बट यू हैव टू ऑलवेज कीप इन योर माइंड व्हेन यू आर वर्किंग इन अ टीम may have different opinions, but before they start the work, they are going to do brainstorming. I hope everybody had discussed and studied about brainstorming in principles of management. Where is management by objective, wherein your teachers might have taught you that brainstorming is an important process, right? हम आपस में डिस्कस करते हैं, तय करते हैं कि सारे के सारे टीम मेंबर्स को किस रास्ते कैसे चलना है. Very true, Preeti. Any other point that you would like to highlight?
No, ma'am, I don't know more than this.
All right. दीपक, क्या आपने स्टडी किया बेटा? आपको क्या लगता है, what is the basic difference between group discussion and a teamwork? Can I hear it from Deepak or can I hear it from Yashraj? Amrita Kalyani? दीपक, my question was, आपके हिसाब से एक ग्रुप डिस्कशन और टीम में क्या फर्क होगा बेटा?
मैम, टीम वर्क.
Unable to hear you, Deepak. Okay, as Deepak is facing problem with his speaker, may I request Amrita Kalyani to please share her opinion? Yes, please. See, you people need to speak up. Otherwise, what is going to happen is these classes will be once again the same classroom, like the classes that we generally have, and then I'll not be able to understand where the doubts are and how you are going to clear out your doubts. So, Amrita, I believe you have studied about the importance of GD. Any one of you, not only Amrita, if there is a
Yes,
person who had
ma'am.
discussed, yes, if you have discussed, can you discuss about the importance of GD? What you
Yes,
understood
ma'am.
after reading the points? Yes, Peter.
Ma'am, in a group discussion, am I audible, ma'am?
Yes, you are audible, dear. This is not the way you are going to have my classes. To be very honest, if you are turning down the pages and if you are really looking for this slide is what the information that I have shared is already been projected. What I want you to understand is after reading, you should be able to understand. Alright? Amrita, I'll praise if you can really understand and present your opinion and thought. Meanwhile, let me answer the question that is put up in the chat box by Ms. Prerna Kumari. Yes, there is a similarity in the group discussion and team. There are number of people who are trying to present their opinion. Prerna, you should understand, even in group discussion, there are good number of people. Even in team, you will see more than two. All right. So
Yes, ma'am.
people are more in number. That is the one similarity. Second, we will give opportunities to everyone to share their opinion. This is second similarity. Third similarity, we don't allow, like we don't cut short anyone going out of the track. Say, for example, if someone is even talking out of the track, we don't try to cut him or stop him in between. But yes, of course, we anyways will tell him that what you have presented is not relevant. The point that you have shared is irrelevant, but you have to listen to everyone. So if you keep these similarities in mind, otherwise, group discussion and teamwork, they are totally different. Why it becomes totally different? The only reason is objective. As the objectives are varying, it becomes very difficult for people to keep in sync, to get aligned with each other. Alignment का मतलब होता है जैसे पहले व्यक्ति ने कहा, उसके बाद दूसरे ने कहा, उसके बाद तीसरे ने कहा, इन सभी के बीच में एक तरह से सोच नहीं होगा. सोच में फर्क होता है ग्रुप डिस्कशन में, जबकि टीम का सोच एक समान होगा. All right. Yes, of course, it helps us to improve our leadership, managerial skills, along with creative thinking. Rightly stated, Tanya. It also helps in improving our thinking abilities and speaking skills. Correctly stated, Preeti. What I want you all to understand is, see, as I said, unless and until you are not going to thoroughly read the document, you will not be able to ask me questions or you will not be able to answer my question. I am not I'm not happy. I'm dissatisfied with the way you people are taking up these classes. I want you to have a proper understanding about the concept so that during the examination, if any topic comes in your paper, you should be able to write about it with your command on the knowledge. It's not that you are mugging it up. All right. Make sure that you are not mugging up any of the concept. Litesh, yes, it will help you to have the deeper knowledge about the subject and the topic. It also helps us to change our perspective. Rightly stated, Tanya. Now, moving to the concept. Now, as I said, I don't see you all that the thorough reading is being done. So please understand, whenever we conduct GDs are conducted for mass elimination. You should remember these. I want you to highlight the paragraph number 2, group discussion popularly labeled as GD. All right. They are adopted by companies, institute, business and school for what? In order to identify the candidate's personality traits. What are the qualities of that candidate? We will be coming to know. Interpersonal communication skill. You have to highlight these. Interpersonal communication skill, confidence in public speaking, team spirit, leadership abilities, social behavior. Why social behavior? They are behaving in front of all uh, the unknown people. Many a times it happens that the people with whom you are going to have GT, you may not be knowing each other personally. Sometimes you may be knowing them as they are of the same school, same college, same institute, or working in the same organization. But it may also happen that you are meeting people of different organization. It will also identify whether you are having good problem solving skills or not. So please understand the that the words that I have highlighted right now, they are very important. If anybody will ask you why GD is conducted, now you should be able to tell because of GD के कारण से हमें लोगों के इंटरपर्सनल का मतलब खुद से नहीं, हम जब दूसरों से बात करते हैं, हम किसी और व्यक्ति से जब कम्युनिकेट करते हैं, तो हमारा कम्युनिकेशन स्टाइल क्या है, द कॉन्फिडेंस लेवल इन पब्लिक स्पीकिंग, टीम स्पिरिट, लीडरशिप एबिलिटी, सोशल बिहेवियर एंड प्रॉब्लम सॉल्विंग. सिमिलरली इसके इंपॉर्टेंस क्या क्या होते हैं? जो ग्रुप डिस्कशन विल हेल्प अस टू अवॉइड unexpected, ineligible, or wrong candidates who are trying to apply for the position or take up the responsibility. So, in one go, out of group discussion, say for example, if 12 people are there, only the best people, एक आध का सिलेक्शन होगा, बाद बाकी के सारे जो जिसमें इंटरपर्सनल स्किल्स नहीं है, कॉन्फिडेंस नहीं है पब्लिक स्पीकिंग से रिलेटेड, टीम स्पिरिट नहीं नजर आया, लीडरशिप एबिलिटीज नहीं है, सोशल बिहेवियर नहीं है, या प्रॉब्लम सॉल्विंग स्किल्स नहीं है, आप देखोगे कि उन सब की छटाई एक साथ हो जाती है. So it is very important to understand GD is done in order to evaluate which candidate is right for the organization. It also will help you to assess का मतलब जांच करना, whether the person is good at performing under the different situation when he or she will be handling the different groups. You will also understand whether the person can conceptualize the thing properly or not. Concepts को ठीक से समझ में आया या नहीं, और उसमें दिए गए प्रॉब्लम्स को वो ठीक से आइडेंटिफाई कर डिस्कस कर पा रहा है या नहीं. अपने सुझाए हुए अपने थॉट्स को अगर वो डिटेल वे में नहीं समझा पाए, इट बिकम्स वेरी डिफिकल्ट फॉर वी टू आइडेंटिफाई वेदर द पर्सन इज good at communication or not, can he be able to work in team or not, can he fit for the organization or not, will help us to identify person's right attitude while he is working or talking to with others. It will also help, as I said, to analyze the qualities that the person is having: interpersonal skill, listening ability, humanity, that is having patience to listen to others, and tolerance. It helps in shedding light on candidates leadership and managerial skills. क्योंकि अगर एक ग्रुप डिस्कशन में कोई अच्छे तरीके से लीड कर रहा है सारे के सारे टीम मेंबर्स को, तो आप वैसे ही पता चल जाएगा आपको कि ये कैंडिडेट में लीडरशिप एंड मैनेजरियल स्किल्स है या नहीं. किसी ने किसी तरह का क्वेश्चन रखा तो क्या उसे सॉल्व कर पा रहा है या नहीं, उस प्रॉब्लम के हिसाब से सॉल्यूशन दे पाया है या नहीं, लोगों से अलग सोचने का नजरिया है या नहीं. All these are important topics that you have to keep in your mind. If you will ask me, these points, if you are going to mention while discussing about the importance of group discussion, will highlight about your knowledge and strength. As I said, as I was discussing with Ananta, that there are two types of topics broadly divided into. The first one is called as factual, which is based on some or the other fact. Right now, COVID is one thing which I believe everybody knows about it. So factual details related to COVID first wave, COVID second wave, and even COVID third wave can be easily identified by all of us. All right, this is called as factual. Whereas whenever we are creating a story to identify how people will behave in such situation, which is also called as case based और एब्स्ट्रैक्ट, मान कर चलते हैं कि ऐसे सिचुएशन में व्यक्ति का क्या नजरिया होगा, क्या पहलू होगा, then we call it as abstract. Please understand that always, whenever you are using the factual topics under the topic of business environment, you people have studied this. All the points will be associated directly or indirect to political, economic, social, technological, legal and environmental aspect of that particular issue. जैसे अभी हम कोविड सेकेंड वेव की बात करें तो कई जगह पर पॉलिटिकल इंटरवीनियंस के कारण से और इंटरप्शंस के कारण से ये जो बीमारी जिसे हम बहुत ही जल्दी लड़ सकते थे इसे हम लड़ नहीं पाए। इंडिया इतना हाईली पॉपुलेटेड कंट्री है जिसके कारण से क्या होता है सोशल डिस्टेंस मेंटेन करना बहुत ही मुश्किल। उतना ही नहीं, हमारा इकोनॉमी जहाँ पर इंडिया में सभी को फ्री वैक्सीनेशन देने की बात की गई है, तो फ्री वैक्सीनेशन के लिए उतने सारे डोजेस खरीद पाना एक साथ और उतने सारे लोगों तक पहुंचाना बहुत ही मुश्किल है। सो इकोनॉमिकली हमें देखना होगा, टेक्नोलॉजिकल एस्पेक्ट्स को भी देखना होगा कि क्या ये दवाई इंडिया में बन पा रहा है नहीं, क्या वो जहाँ पर मैन्युफैक्चर हो रहा है वहाँ से लोगों तक ठीक तरीके से पहुँच पा रहा है या नहीं, कोई लीगल इश्यूज तो नहीं है, एनवायरमेंटल स्ट्रक्चर में कोई दिक्कत तो नहीं है। तो अगर हम हर पहलू से बात करें तो हमेशा याद रखें बेटा, ग्रुप डिस्कशन में आपके पास टॉपिक पर बोलने के लिए बहुत ज़्यादा इंफॉर्मेशन हो जाएगा। प्रॉब्लम कब होता है? हम जब कंटेंट पर ध्यान नहीं देते। आई रिपीट, जब हमारा ध्यान कंटेंट पर नहीं होता और हमारा पूरा का पूरा फोकस क्या होता है, मेरे दिमाग में जितना इंफॉर्मेशन है मैं वो पहले बोल दूं ताकि कोई मेरे आइडियाज को चुरा न ले। और हमारा कॉमन आइडिया क्या होता है, जो हम कॉमनली सुनते हैं, जो हमें सोसाइटी में सुनने को मिलता है, पढ़ने को मिलता है। तो ये याद रखना है, अगर जीडी में आपको बहुत एक्सीलेंट तरीके से बाहर उभर कर आना है तो हमेशा याद रखें कंटेंट अपना इम्प्रूव कीजिए। कंटेंट कैसे इम्प्रूव किया जा सकता है? हर एक टॉपिक पर रेगुलर बेसिस पर कुछ ना कुछ पढ़ते रहना चाहिए। हर एक टॉपिक से रिलेटेड प्रॉब्लम्स जैसे उसके जो क्रिटिकल इश्यूज है उनको समझना है और उनके सॉल्यूशंस को खोजना चाहिए। उसके हिस्ट्री को भी आइडेंटिफाई करना चाहिए ताकि हम ये बता सके कि ये कहाँ से ओरिजिनेट हुआ, कितना स्प्रेड हुआ, कैसे लोगों के ऊपर इम्पैक्ट हुआ, उससे होने वाले एडवांटेजेस और डिसएडवांटेजेस क्या है और कॉमनली इसका असर लोगों पर क्या हुआ। आई होप एवरीबडी कुड अंडरस्टैंड when a factual topic is given, how do we handle? Then coming to the next, how do we handle the abstract topic? As this is abstract, जैसे मैंने कहा है abstract fictitious होता है, हमारा कल्पना है, काल्पनिक तौर पर आपको वो टॉपिक दिया गया है। तो काल्पनिक तौर पर क्या हमें करना है, लिंक करना है फैक्चुअल को काल्पनिक से। जैसे अभी का करंट इकोनॉमिक कंडीशन को ध्यान में रखते हुए हम अनुमान लगा सकते हैं कि 2050 में इंडिया का कैसे लिविंग स्टेटस हो सकता है। इसमें यह भी देखा जाता है कि आपके अंदर क्रिएटिविटी और लैटरल थिंकिंग, जो थिंक आउट ऑफ द बॉक्स कहा जाता है, जो प्रॉब्लम को सॉल्यूशन के तरफ लेकर जा सके, क्या आप इस तरह से सोच पाते हैं या नहीं। अदरवाइज आप ठीक से नहीं बोल पाओगे। आपको अपने एबिलिटी ऑफ थॉट्स, जैसे कॉग्निटिव स्किल्स कहा जाता है, उसे इम्प्रूव करना होगा। अपने सोचने की क्षमता को और परिपक्व, या आप कह सकते हैं कि बहुत ही बढ़िया करना होगा। You should have the ability of understanding and developing the concept. Please understand, as it is abstract, you have to link the concept with different ideas, different thought purposes, and then have the funnel approach. As Ananta was asking, what is funnel approach? After having lots of discussion from many participants, when you are having all the different perspective related to abstract topic, you will see that couple of points are really very good which you have to highlight. So you need to conclude with the funnel approach. What would be the funnel approach? As everybody had spoken about the different concepts, different perspective and different topic, we need to identify which are very important one, and that you are going to combine with couple of them and put it as a final conclusion. Please remember, yes, group discussion is followed at not only schools, colleges, but also in companies and the places where the business is going. So therefore, there has to be a proper decorum and etiquette that you have to follow. You should not forget that you are a human being. Why mannerism? Because many a times you will see there is uh, an open fish market sort of dialogue delivery, which is generally seen whenever there is a group discussion. We don't like people to listen to us. We rather love to keep on saying and giving our own piece of thoughts and ideas. That is bad. You don't behave like a human being when you do not listen to others. So that is the reason it is stated here. Both mannerism is again very important plus etiquette. The mannerism says that you should listen to others, you have to behave very well, and you have to follow the decorum. And what is etiquette? Please remember, it is testing your problem solving skill. So how can you pick up the topic, how can you identify the problem, and how do you define the solution? उसका एक तौर तरीका होता है, जो तरीका आप लोगों को सिखाया जाता है उसे एटिकेट कहा गया है. Please understand, it is going to help you to stand in front of others and present your opinion. So be confident but not arrogant. This is very, very important point. Whenever you are attending any GD, should remember a pen and a notepad should be there with you so that you can note down what others are saying. If there are important points that are quoted by others, you should always immediately have the habit of writing it down so that you can use it, you can state the same when you are presenting your ideas and thoughts. Even if you're concluding, you can utilize the same. Listen to others very carefully. Organize your thoughts in a proper way. Do not have the habit of redundancy. What is redundancy? कई बच्चों की ये आदत होती है, खास तौर पर स्कूल्स एंड कॉलेज में, जब वो ग्रुप डिस्कशन में पार्टिसिपेट करते हैं, एक ही सेंटेंस को अलग अलग तरीके से प्रेजेंट करते हैं. इसे रिडंडेंसी कहा गया है. सुनने वाले को बहुत क्लियरली समझ में आ रहा है कि एक ही पॉइंट को बार बार रिपीट किया जा रहा है. बोलने वाले को भी पता है कि वो वही पॉइंट बार बार घुमा फिरा कर बता रहा है, लेकिन लोगों को इम्प्रेस करने के लिए कि देखो मैं कितना अच्छा और कितने समय तक बोल पाता हूँ, they keep on speaking. That is not at all acceptable in group discussion. So please understand, organizing your thoughts is very, very important. Pay attention to others when they are speaking, and you should also see that others are paying attention to you when you are speaking. How are you going to develop that? By proper eye contact. जब भी हम बात करना शुरू करते हैं, हमें आई कॉन्टैक्ट हर एक मेंबर से डेवलप करना चाहिए, ना कि किसी एक के तरफ या किसी एक व्यक्ति के तरफ पॉइंट आउट कर बात करें. हमें चाहिए कि हमें सारे लोगों को ध्यान में रखते हुए आगे अपने ओपिनियन को या अपने पीस ऑफ इंफॉर्मेशन को शेयर करना. टॉपिक से अगर कोई डिविएट होता है, हाँ ये ज़रूरी है कि ये टॉपिक से डिविएट नहीं करना चाहिए कभी भी. जैसे आप टॉपिक से डिविएट करते हैं ग्रुप डिस्कशन में, वहां पर आपका रिजेक्शन फॉर श्योर निश्चित है. लेकिन अगर कोई व्यक्ति टॉपिक से डिविएट कर रहा है और बीच में आप उसे टोक दें, तो ये भी गलत है. प्लीज अंडरस्टैंड, हर एक व्यक्ति को अपना ओपिनियन रखने का पूरा राइट्स मिलना चाहिए ग्रुप डिस्कशन में. इसीलिए आपने नेक्स्ट पॉइंट पढ़ा होगा, यू शुड नॉट इंटरप्ट एनीवन व्हेन अदर पर्सन इज स्पीकिंग. यू शुड ऑलवेज वेट फॉर योर टर्न. Maintain a balance in your tone. Don't have an aggressive tone. Neither you should have the passive tone कि मैं जो तुम बोलोगे मैं समझ रही हूँ, सुन रही हूँ, हाँ मैं उसे फॉलो कर लूँगी. You should be assertive. जो अच्छा है, बहुत बढ़िया लगा, प्रेज कीजिए. जो ठीक नहीं लगा, उसके लिए आपको क्या करना चाहिए, उसको डिसएग्री करते हुए आप अपने पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू के साथ कनेक्ट करते हुए उसे जरूर प्रेजेंट कीजिए. That is the reason. Respect everyone. If you again disagree, you should know how to present your disagreement with right, that is assertive way of framing the sentences. Don't try to be dominating. Have a proper control on your body language. You should not start beating the table. You should not start throwing the things here and there. You should not show the fingers at others. You cannot be very loud with your body language. Have control on your body language. That is again very, very important. As I said, never ever contradict other statement. Counter argument, whether it is valid or invalid, what you should do is you should allow others to present and in a very graceful way. जब किसी ने आपके पॉइंट को काटा और आपको पता चल गया कि अब आपके पॉइंट का कोई वैल्यू नहीं रहा, तो आगे बोलते समय आपको क्या करना चाहिए, एक वैलिड पॉइंट को वहां पर कनेक्ट करते हुए बताना चाहिए कि क्यों मैंने अपने पहले स्टेटमेंट में ये बताया था, और उसके बाद के वैलिड पॉइंट्स को कनेक्ट कीजिए। ये याद रखना है कि कोई अगर आपके पॉइंट्स को काट रहा है, उससे लड़ना झगड़ना नहीं है। इट्स नॉट अ कॉन्फ्लिक्ट वेयर यू आर गोइंग टू solve your conflicts. All right, don't attack one person, that is what I mean to say. Don't lose, even if you are losing an argument, it should not be considered as a bad. अगर आपने बहुत पेशेंटली, किसी ने आपके बहुत अच्छे पॉइंट को काटा है बहुत ही अच्छे तरीके से, और लेकिन आपने बहुत सलीके से उनके बात को सुना और अपने डिस्कशन में, अपने सोच के नज़रिए में बदलाव लाया, और आपने अपना नेक्स्ट स्टेटमेंट उसी के अकॉर्डिंगली फ्लेक्सिबल करते हुए प्रेजेंट किया, तो आप सेलेक्ट हो जाओगे, दूसरे व्यक्ति रिजेक्ट होंगे। सो प्लीज when you are speaking, speak with confidence, speak with content, and speak with great communication skill. As I said, these are certain do's and certain don'ts. I want you to now raise if you have any doubts related to this particular concept quickly, because I'm not going to enter into the second one, negotiation strategies, because to be very honest, I identified that none of you have prepared yourself. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to schedule a class tomorrow at 5:30 after my meeting with the college officials. At 5:30 I'm going to schedule a class for just 30 minutes, and I believe 30 minutes will be good time to discuss about negotiation strategies. Is that okay with everyone? Can I get quickly your confirmation in the chat box, or will it be problem for you to attend tomorrow's class? Thank you, Ismail. Thank you, Pintu, for your quick confirmation. All right. And I assure you that from 5:30 to 6, we are going to have a thorough understanding about negotiations. Is there any problem related to GD? क्या GD से रिलेटेड सारा चीज, GD क्यों करवाया जाता है, उसका इम्पोर्टेंस क्या क्या है, हमें टॉपिक्स जब दिए जाते हैं तो कितने तरह के टॉपिक्स हो सकते हैं, और उसके अलावा क्या डूज एंड डोंट्स है, क्या मैनरिज्म को फॉलो करना है, क्या ये कॉन्सेप्ट क्लियरली अगर समझ में आया तो सारे के सारे स्टूडेंट्स क्विकली चैट बॉक्स में GDCON क्विकली लिखे। इसका मतलब GD में अब मेरा सारा का सारा स्टूडेंट कॉन्फिडेंट हो चुका है। GDCON, type quickly these 5 letters. Oh wow, Lalitesh, thank you very much. Okay, so in case before I am going to say tata and goodbye to you all for today, in case if you have any doubt related to GD, don't hesitate in asking me tomorrow at the end. See, as a teacher, it is my responsibility to help you out in understanding the concept. Unless and until my students are not having that thorough command on the concept, I cannot get any good out of this. Please understand, Ananta, abstract, imaginary, factual, which is based on some facts which are based on certain evidences and proof. These are only 2 types of topic. Other than these, you are going to get nothing. अगर आपको कोई भी ऐसा टॉपिक जिसका आपको लगता है कि इंफॉर्मेशन अभी नहीं है और फ्यूचर में होगा, तो इमीडिएटली उसे समझ लेना है कि वो एब्स्ट्रैक्ट टॉपिक है। Did I clear your doubt, Ananta? All right. So let me quickly share with you all the link for your attendance. And I see here only 47 students participating. So I am going to mark these 47 students double attendance for all the for the class, for today's class. Okay, quickly mark your attendance, and in 2 minutes I'm going to close it off, deactivate. Thank you very much for attending today's class. I must appreciate Preeti, Ananta, Tanya, Prerna for revising the concept that was asked to them, and they have really shown that they are still revising it. Rest others will appreciate if you can really identify the concept, importance of reading, and then please go through it. God bless you all. Take care of yourself.